What is new in Zoom since the whole shift happened during the pandemic? Did this transformation start on the collaboration front? Did it start during the pandemic?
Basic DNA started much earlier. There are 4 components of digital transformation, a word.
What are the challenges that CIOs are currently facing navigating through this ecosystem?
We are already in the 3rd phase of AI evolution with agentic capabilities natively infused within the ecosystem.
Hi everyone, welcome back to the CIO Chronicles. I'm here with Aayan Banerjee, who's Head of Enterprise Sales at Zoom for both India and SAARC. Thank you, Aayan, for being on our show.
Thanks for having me.
Tell us a little bit about your journey. I know you've been working with Oracle, AWS, Microsoft, now Zoom, all amazingly transformative brands. So tell us about that.
I'll take your cue from that. I've witnessed 2 transformations, one from on-prem to cloud, and that was moving into a subscription recurring revenue environment, very new, lot of resistance. As it turns out, by 2015, people changed the way they looked at running their enterprise business. And here again in 2026, we are at the cusp of a collaboration revolution, if you will, where the way we collaborate, engage with customers is undergoing a massive change. So privileged to be part of 2 big transformations.
Incredible, right? And did this transformation start on the collaboration front? Did it start, or even on the cloud front? Did it start during the pandemic, or was it already taking shape prior to that?
Good question. The basic DNA started much earlier. There are 4 components of digital transformation, a word often misunderstood as employee engagement, customer empowerment, transforming your business and streamlining your operations. These basically form the 4 pillars of digital transformation. This set in motion at around 2014-2015 timeframe. Zoom started around 2011 as a function of the collaboration platforms not having a video capability. And that was the vision of our founder, Eric Yuan. And so fast forward till 2020, when it matured as a killer app for meetings, and then it evolved into a full-fledged collaboration platform as we see today.
This ecosystem, collaboration ecosystem, is incredibly fragmented. So what are the challenges that CIOs are currently facing navigating through this ecosystem?
It goes back to the definition of digital transformation, right? All those 4 pillars of empowering your employees, engaging your customers, streamlining your operations, and transforming your products and services do not start at the same time. As a result, organizations have bolt-on applications over their legacy systems. On an average, an enterprise has about 150 to 170 applications running length and breadth across the enterprise. What does that do? Create confusion, applications not talking to each other. You want to raise a leave application, you go to another application, you switch toggle tags. And so it takes a lot of time and gives almost like a drain on the employee experience, which in some sense impacts the customer experience. And so not having a streamlined, almost like not having a glue that binds the enterprise ecosystem together often hampers this experience.
Very interesting. Now, Zoom for me is sort of an eponymous brand, right? Like Xerox, Velcro, Google. What is new in Zoom since the whole shift happened during the pandemic?
We just launched our native omni-channel contact center. So we are TRAI DOT certified native omni-channel, not multi-channel, omni-channel contact center. We already launched Zoom Phone, which is nothing but an intelligent voice system, enterprise cloud telephony, 10 million seats globally and counting. And then go back to pandemic time when it was known more for its being a superior meetings app.
Right.
And part of the reason Zoom simply works because the audio and the video packets go separately, which basically means it consumes very low bandwidth, and therefore it operates even in very low bandwidth areas. So the adoption is very high, it's very simple, same standard interface, and now it's blossomed into a full-fledged collaboration, communication, and employee engagement platform.
Powered by AI.
Powered by AI.
So talk to us a little more about that.
We are already in the 3rd phase of AI evolution with agentic capabilities natively infused within the ecosystem. What that does is it memorizes, it orchestrates, it takes actions. From conversation to completion, that's how we are impacting enterprise communication across the length and breadth of the globe.
And does it learn also? So for instance, if I have a Zoom account and is the AI agent over there learning what I've been talking about in my previous meetings, or no, they're completely distinct?
Two parts. Short answer is yes. The more you use, the more efficient it becomes. Zoom has its own SLMs and LLMs. We also have third party like Anthropic, but we don't use our models to train on your data.
Oh, very interesting. I sort of had a feeling that the Zoom AI was learning how, what I'm going to ask next or how I'm going to go
The
back.
agentic capabilities are so designed from an architecture level so as to memorize and then orchestrate and then take actions. And that expedites the mundane and repetitive tasks. So the things that if all of us have to set a calendar invite between 10 people, it will remember the last time, the preferences that you've had, and recommend the best possible alternative. And it goes in simple language. You don't need to learn any commands. So that's the power of AI, or AI 3.0 as we call it, AI companion.
Yeah.
And just one last point comes to my mind as a differentiator. Zoom has AI companion natively infused across the entire platform. Instead of having to bolt on 3 different AI or 5 different AI engines, you just have one which runs across, which facilitates the entire communication flow seamlessly.
So Aayan, CIOs already have a collaboration ecosystem. Why should they move to Zoom?
Good question. Principal design for Zoom is we come to you where you are. We are not asking you to rip and replace. We are not asking you to lift and shift. Whatever the stage of development that you are in, we will come and coexist. Many of our organizations, and the elephant in the room is like at an enterprise layer, say for example, Microsoft is there, length and breadth. We make Microsoft as a product better. For example, you can use Teams, you can use Zoom Phone, which is the cloud telephony. They can coexist. It can coexist in the native Microsoft client. You don't need to separately add on anything. So that appeals to the CIO a lot. Clearly from a TCO standpoint, over a 3-year period, you have significant savings over your legacy systems. And 4, it simply unifies. The whole point of having a UCaaS platform is that whether it is voice, text, message, chat, video, if you get everything infused together in one place, that gives a better experience. So CIOs tend to prefer that. The challenge, of course, is change management. And so we partner with you along with at the pace that you want.
Excellent. Why are you here at the CIO Association's Bangalore Hubba event? What benefits do you see in partnering with the CIO Association?
Ties back to your first question. Part of the reason Zoom is, we need to create a little more awareness of the Zoom of 2026. I speak to a lot of friends here, my CIOs, they still have the last memory recall of Zoom of 2020. And CIO platform, CIO Club platform gives us the opportunity to
CIO Association.
CIO Association gives me that opportunity, gives us the opportunity to update the last memory recall for Zoom and explore how they can take their communication and collaborations platform ahead.
I wish you all the very best. I hope you're able to bring that awareness, that knowledge of how Zoom has evolved over the last couple of years. Good luck with that. Thanks for being on the CIO Chronicles.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks everyone for tuning in. See you next time.